Yeah.
Hi, Lukas. Thank you for giving us this interview. Really, we're looking for it. So, to start, for the people that don't know you, explain to everybody who's Lukas Zpira. How do you start?
I'm Lukas Zpira. I'm from France. I'm a modification artist, but I'm known especially for my modification work. I started in 95 to modify myself, not 94, 95 to modify myself, and because I was in Europe and went to US to get a corporate modification by Steel Wars, so start a little bit everything. When I came back, a lot of people started to ask me a question. I wanted to get some modification, so I started to naturally practice on people. And a little bit before that, I already started a little bit doing scarification because I was really into the idea of sculpting the skin, like using the scalpel really like a tool to do sculpture on the skin. So I naturally started to do some scarification were a little bit different than what people were doing at the time, because at the time most of the scarification were like a triangle inspired, so basic line. And I start straight away with pretty tricky design and a little bit more graphic. So that made me quite popular at the time.
So we can tell you're the pioneer from scarification.
For what we can call contemporary scarification, yes, kind of. Yeah.
So it's your favorite type of what to do, or you have
I think the most creative, like doing implant. I like doing implant. I like doing overbody modification, but most of it is technical. And of course you can be creative with implant and shape a little bit the body, but so far I think the problem for me is that the design you can find for implants are a little bit too basic and a little bit too stereotyped.
Yeah, they have standard.
Yeah, there is a standard. At the beginning, when we start to work on body modification, it was more to create something unique. And with the implant at the beginning, you can start to do something unique, but slowly this unique thing starts to become a standard. And so I think there is way more to do with implant. That's what we are doing at the moment.
Yeah. So how do you see the scene here in Costa Rica with this modification?
I think the skin is a little bit to a lot of places in the world. Some people who are really involved and practicing some advanced stuff, and some people who are a little bit interested, and most of the people who don't know anything about it just get completely freak out when they see it. And there is a little bit like everything, but I think there is no something like way more advanced or way more back, it's pretty average, let's say.
So it's very into Europe,
Yeah,
you're not that behind.
No, you're not that behind. No, there is some people maybe in some place who are a little bit more getting more into it, but the average is pretty much the same everywhere.
For us. So how you like it? How was the convention?
Yeah, it was nice. The convention was really cool and nice people, so nothing bad to say about it.
Well, it's your first time here, right?
First time in Costa Rica.
Do you plan coming back?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's always the first step was difficult to make, but after you start to build some relationship and hopefully
that will be easier to come back.
Yeah, hopefully. I already working on some plans to come back on March, April. Cross finger, but we'll see.
That would be great.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Because I want to see a little bit more Central America. We did a lot, but I haven't been to Honduras, and at the time was a little bit. We spent 6 weeks, which is not too bad, but we need more.
Talking about your tour, we saw that you have a project called Chronics.
Kiosk Chronicle, yeah.
Tell us about it. I know that it's like a documentary.
Yeah, it's like a documentary project. Basically, because I was traveling and go through a lot of subculture movement, and I've been approached a couple of times by a production company or by a director to work on different projects. Like some for TV, I work with Discovery Channel or National Geographic for some stuff, you know. And but also for two movies. And basically, every time they approach me to put them in contact with some what they found weird or enough weird to be interesting thing to put together a movie. But I was a little bit disappointed by I don't know. It's always there's always a huge difference between the reality and what people try to make out of it, you know, and try to get the sensational and you know. Yeah, no, not really. I don't know. I was a bit disappointed by the two projects, and at the same time I was going through a lot of different countries, meeting a lot of different people, and noticed that the world I was seeing is different than the world we try to sell you on TV or whatever. So I started to think it was a good idea to try to do something on my own. And to try to document a little bit what I was seeing and so on. And at the time, I traveled with my daughter. She's going to be 17 in a few months. But like when she was 15, she started to get really into photography. So it was like it came pretty much at a good time when she started to get into photos. We were traveling together already since almost 10 years, and to try to do something together. So she did the photos during the trip, and I'm doing the video where she's filming also a little bit. And yeah, it came at the right time. I already started in 2010. I started a blog I call the Chaos Chronicle. I was writing about what's happening in the world, and actually about the I don't know, something I had to say at the time about what was happening in the world. So it came naturally, you know. The blog was already there, the idea of filming everything, and we were starting to do photos. So everything was like a puzzle that we just had to put the pieces together. And we did like a road trip from East Coast to West Coast in the West for the first half. And when we came back, we had some good images, and I showed to a friend of mine who was the movie director in France. And he started to become the art director of the project to help us to put a little bit everything together, find people who can help us to find production. So slowly we started to build a small team. And so the second part was a little bit like, I don't know, so the people who are interested by the project were still waiting a little bit more. They want to see what we are capable to do.
Yeah.
So we came with no real budget and did the second part, and are pretty happy with what we did. So I guess when we come back, we can start to negotiate a little bit more seriously to try to find production to put it together. But the idea would be to do like some 26 maybe more minutes like documentary for each part. And working all around the world on the project, so it's going to take a couple of years, maybe 2, 3, 4 years. But maybe next year start to put like a couple of things together. Maybe my idea would be like to every 6 months to do 26 minutes, and for the next 2, 3 years, and at the end to do like the 1.5 movie for Latin or for bigger different.
That's really interesting. Well, I think it was finished. The camera is like dying. But thank you so much for taking like the time and for your brother to be here and everything. To come to a small country. Help us out. Thank you so much.
No, I like the idea, you know, to come in this kind of country. When you look at the map of the world, it looks like super small, but it's like place in the world, like people always go at the same place, and there's a lot of places in the world where some kind of forgotten country for a lot of things, you know.